Oh, it's incredible. You have to watch it. It's like
she's
when
just bypassing all the laws to make hella cash.
she looks so guilty.
How much money does she make a year?
From being a congresswoman or overall?
From being
stuff she's getting now or stuff she's putting away somewhere where no one can see it? You mean salary?
Probably like a $200,000 job, right?
She's a big wig.
600,000. Just on Speaker of the House money, you're saying?
No, it can't be 600.
I don't think so.
No, you get paid. What the fuck are they saying? $175,000 is what you get as the congressperson's salary, but her net worth is $1 bajillion. And the reason why her net worth is straight up $1 bajillion dollars is because her husband is one of the most prolific and incredible investors that's outcompeting the market year over year. Rather suspicious. So suspicious that they actually straight the fuck up have a bot that tracks his movements, and some hedge funds follow whatever Nancy Pelosi's husband is investing, so they do the same thing. Is he a market wizard? Is Nancy Pelosi one of the best investors of our generation? I wonder why they have such a competitive edge. I say it should be illegal and punished by execution. Okay, I'm anti-capital punishment except for congresspersons and their immediate families that engage in stock trading. Put in a blind trust, bitch. Punishable by a firing squad. Straight the fuck up. Not in Minecraft. That's not. I'm just saying we need to change the law to do that. List of current members in the U.S. Congress by wealth. Number 1, Rick Scott, net worth $259 million. Nancy Pelosi, 114. Get that money up, Nancy. You barely cracked the top 10. Isn't her husband the rich one? Yeah. It's just, you can't be, listen, that's just like bedside conversations, okay? You can't be culpable if your husband is the one doing the trades. Exactly. Look how much money these motherfuckers have, dude. You get down to 50. In the top 50, the poorest person still has $10.7 million in net worth. That's unacceptable. And people still cry about like AOC buying a fucking Tesla or some shit, which is a dog shit car regardless, but still. That's how stupid Americans are. Look at this, dude. They're walking away. They are just robbing you every goddamn day. The system is designed in a way for these oligarchs to defend the very same system that protects their best interest, because they are the mega wealthy as well. I am completely disgusted by this. Like, I think this is completely unacceptable. If you are becoming a representative, the fact that you are making a fuckload in the stock market is beyond unacceptable. Just absolutely, completely unacceptable. Representative equals poor is not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm saying. There are people in here that have done other demon things and made a fuckload of money, like Mitt Romney of Bain Capital. What a lot of these people, including Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein, have done, Bain Capital, Detroit companies for profit. Yeah, I know. That's why I said they've done demon-like shit outside of like, making money in the stock market through insider trading. The issue is that insider tipping laws only count to insiders of companies and advisors, not lawmakers. It's the fucking bullshit. Why is it bad to trade stocks? It's coming from someone like me who knows nothing about stocks and shit like that. I don't want to get into like why I absolutely hate the financialization of the entire global economy, even though I do have a lot of thoughts on that. But even if you are going to fucking trade stocks, there are rules that we have set to make things fair, except these guys are skirting those rules because they have access to information that the public does not have access to. Rules do not apply to the rule makers, and it's completely fucking unacceptable. I don't disagree with your taste, but what the fuck's the alternative to the stock market, passive income, etc., creating financial security long term? I've never said don't create financial security long term by utilizing passive income, for the record. I have been a long time advocate telling you it is the unfortunate reality of the system that we are subjected to, that you should have a 401k, you should have a nest egg. Like I've always been pro having a fucking a nest egg for yourself. I've talked about this regularly. Then why do you hate crypto? Okay, that's a little different. Come on. I said you should have a nest egg. I didn't say you should go fucking gamble and make money that way. The unfortunate reality is that there is like Social Security doesn't take you that way. It doesn't give you the freedom in the future. And I don't think anyone should fucking work until they die, work themselves to the fucking bone. Stock market is literally gambling. Yes, well, it is, but there's varying degrees of gambling. Don just says trigger things instead of clickbait. He just says trigger things. So boring. I don't think I've said anything that's triggering unless you're like a fan of Nancy Pelosi or something. What the fuck is triggering? I'm saying I despise these fucking rich charlatans who literally fucking make bank off the stock market by violating the very same rules that they're supposed to fucking put there. And to the degree where I genuinely think you should be imprisoned if you are a congressperson who has access to inside information that trades on that inside information, you absolutely need to go to jail.
Insider just completed a 5-month investigation finding that 49 members of Congress and 182 senior congressional staffers have violated the Stock Act, the insider trading law. I'm wondering if you have any reaction to that, and secondly, should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
No, I don't know to the second one. We have a responsibility to report in the stock, on the stock, but I'm not familiar with that 5-month review.
That's a lie. She 100% is familiar with that 5-month review. Why would she not be? This like she knows she's fucking in that. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm not aware of this, but people should be reporting their trades. But no, of course, people should be able to trade individual stocks while serving in Congress. Like, why? No, they should not. And by the way, and I 100% believe this, if you want to have that Sigma grind set and be like a fucking stock trader, wealthy capitalist Andy, then just don't serve in Congress. Like, you should not do that. You should not be able to do that. Go make your fucking money, but not in Congress. Not while you're in Congress. It's psychotic. Pussy take? That's not pussy take at all. You're a fucking idiot, dude. I'm sorry, dude. You are literally a fucking dumbass if you are an advocate. If you are literally an advocate for congresspersons to be able to fucking trade stocks while they're in Congress, while they're serving, you're literally an idiot. Like, you are saying, no, they can fuck us over. It's fine. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And I'm totally on board with that. My internet is pooping right now. What are we changing something?
Yeah. Because this is a free market and we're a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Nancy Pelosi should go to fucking jail, okay? Or quit your job. Quit your fucking job. Why? Why do you have to fucking be in Congress as a 100 millionaire? If you can't fucking park your assets in a blind trust, get the fuck out. You and your family members have to park their assets in a blind trust. That is not only an obligation, but let's say that's a sacrifice you have to make. You have an awesome amount of power. That's crazy. Absolutely psychotic. Was Nancy against Trump making money with the presidency? It doesn't matter. They're like, it's just like they're fake. They're phonies. They just don't give a shit. Fact check says Nancy Pelosi made millions in coronavirus insider trading. Oh, this was declared false. Oh no, PolitiFact said it was false. Dude, what will we do? Did House Speaker Nancy Pelosi get rich off the coronavirus pandemic through insider trading? That is, did the California Democrat improperly use confidential information? No, of course not. In 2011, 60 Minutes reported on the transaction by Pelosi's husband, Paul, involving 5,000 shares of Visa that he bought in the credit card company's 2008 IPO. Within 2 days of the IPO, as Congress was considering the new credit card regulations, Visa's stock price rose by $20, or about 45%. 5 months later, Congress passed the Bipartisan Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge Act, which prohibits lawmakers from using insider knowledge to trade stocks. Republicans added the so-called Pelosi provision to prevent government officials from gaining special access to IPOs. This year, news reports revealed that 2 GOP senators, Richard Burr, Kelly Loeffler, dumped between hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars worth of stock after being privately briefed by health officials early in the coronavirus outbreak, prompting federal investigation and a call for more reforms. Paul Pelosi has been a prominent businessman in real estate and venture capital for decades. Nancy Pelosi has been in Congress for all of those decades. Doesn't Paul Pelosi outperform Warren Buffett? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband cashed in on big tech just as Congress was set to pounce. The week before House Judiciary Committee voted on reining in big tech, Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband exercised a bullish bet on Google parent Alphabet in a timely transaction that netted him $5.3 million. The antitrust bill was advanced as a push by the government to curb the unregulated power of big tech firms Google, Amazon, Apple, and Facebook. It was the initial part of a 6-part package called Ending Platform Monopolies Act, aimed at restricting how big tech companies offer their products. He's just very good. He was just bullish, dude. Paul Pelosi brought 4,000 shares of Alphabet on June 18th, as revealed in a financial disclosure, and filed on July 2nd, made an initial $4.8 million gain on Alphabet's rising share price, and has since seen his gain grow to $5.3 million. This is a double whammy because he's not even fucking shorting it. You know what I mean? Because He knows that his wife and the American political power will never actually end up hitting the tech monopolies, so that it'll re-solidify their strength and their stock price will fucking rise as a consequence of like this bullshit, congressional investigation. And he bought the stock by exercising a call option, which allows investors to speculate on stocks they do not own by entering into a contract that allows them to buy a stock at a later date at a promised price. The upshot, a call option is a good tool for an investor who believes the stock price will go up in the future. In Pelosi's case, the call options he'd previously bought for Alphabet, which were due to expire the day of his purchase, allowed him to buy it at $1,200 a share, while the shares closed that day just over $2,500, a difference that accounted for his profit. Nancy Pelosi's spokesperson said the speaker has no involvement on prior knowledge of these transactions in an email statement on Wednesday, adding that Speaker Pelosi doesn't own any stock. Yeah, not her fault. She doesn't own any stock. Her husband that owns the stock. Just a really good investor. Just a really wise investor, dude. That's straight betting, by the way. Like the options. That is betting. Like literally just betting. Well, it's not betting if you know. If your wife is the fucking Speaker of the House, obviously. Like, it's not really betting in that situation. It's like playing with house money while simultaneously card carrying and knowing that the deck is knowing what cards are going to get pulled out of the shoe. Great stock timing in D.C. isn't exactly novel. Republican Senators Richard Burr and Kelly Loeffler had inside knowledge of the impending COVID-19 crisis when they sold shares in January 2020. Burr sold $1.7 million worth of stock holdings, while the former Senator Loeffler, wife of New York Stock Exchange Chairman Jeffrey Sprecher, and richest member of Congress at the time, unloaded up to $3.1 million worth of stock after getting closed-door briefings on the COVID-19 threat. It is illegal for Congress members to trade based on non-public information gathered during their official duties. What are they supposed to do? Forget about it? If you have $3 million in assets that are sitting on hotel stocks or something, okay? You got $3 million invested in hotels, and you know for a fact that tourism is going to get wiped out, brutalized, because in that congressional hearing, they're literally telling you, we're going to have to fucking find a way out of our coffers to subsidize the hotel industry throughout this duration when the pandemic absolutely fucking wipes out tourism. What are you going to do? Not fucking short it? Of course you're going to short it. Of course you're going to divest. Why wouldn't you? You have the money and it's your fucking right? Which is precisely why it should be illegal to do so, and you should go to fucking jail, or rather execute it, capital punishment, or just put it in a fucking blind trust, or don't actually fucking, don't become a congressperson. Speaker Pelosi just made 7 figures exercising options on tech companies she regulates. Please show me more blatant insider trading. Like, that's insane, dude. You should not be given the option to do this. On the back of Speaker Pelosi's recent disclosure, we can see the price paid for Amazon, Apple, and Nvidia call options by filtering Bloomberg's Oman. She made $1.4 million in 2 months, 54.7% on these positions. All were ITM call options. DC, where insider trading is still legal. Great stuff. How is that not illegal? It literally is, man. It is. But it's like, but it doesn't matter, because if no one is going to fucking, like, how are you going to prove it? Pillow talk? If they're clever, you actually can't fucking prove it. It's also not technically illegal because, they are making the fucking laws. Anyway, it's just like, it's mind-boggling that anyone would ever defend any of this shit, by the way.